Hello everyone, my name is Josiah and welcome back to another episode of Creativerse. Today there are some new changes to the house, but the main event is that we're going to go mining. And the main focus of this is to show you guys that when you go mining, a lot of the materials that you try to mine are a lot harder, so you can't get past certain parts of the world. The main goal, of course, is to get to the very bottom of the world. And also, I want to show you guys some of the cool mobs that you can battle deep under the earth. So let's go ahead and get started here. I've traveled a little farther away from my house, and there's some fog, it looks like. This tends to be a thing that happens around us, is the fog. We seem to see a lot of it. So let's go over here, and you'll notice that there is the beginning of a second story to the house. Also, I've put this little bridge here so we can get to the mine that we've been utilizing. And look at this! Look! While we were gone, the honeycombs, or the queen bees, they actually built a hive around themselves so we can gather honeycombs. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this real quick. It looks like it's mainly giving us honeycomb right now. I don't know if it's going to give us any queen bees, especially if you try to grow your own honeycombs. Alright, let's see. Did it give us any... Nope, didn't give us any queen bees, so we may have to go like over to that tree over there. There's a little bit of honeycombs on that one. But yeah. So anyways, let's go over this bridge real quick, and you'll notice that I use the horizontal cragwood blocks in order to make the corners of those pillars, and then I made the pillars up. The reason that this little ledge right here, the pillars aren't very high on this one, is because between these blocks I'm thinking about putting some gates or some fences, and essentially just having a balcony out in front of the door here. And hopefully I got this, yeah, it looks like it's all centered up. Also, we took the flowers that we found in the second episode and we decorated in front of the house. I don't know what I think of these vines. There are some dry biomes out there that have this really tall, dry looking grass. We could replace these vines with that because we may end up just needing to use the vines eventually. Alright, let's go inside real quick. It's a little bit darker, so I had to add some torches. Now, if this house was made of thatch, like crushed and cut up leaves and whatnot, and we made the roof out of that, these torches could actually burn it down, so you definitely want to avoid that. Go into area here. Obviously we have all of our biodegradable stuff here. Got all our stories, all our important stuff, our old wood sword, death statue. So far I've died once in this game. I'm thinking about maybe making a monument, like a wall of all my death statues, because it's probably going to add up after a while, and I will always collect my death statues so that way you guys know how many times I've died. All our building materials in this chest here, mob drops, including the mob essences or the perfumes that you can use in order to attract them. It turns out El Rockster, this is also a perfume. I didn't even know. It doesn't look anything like the glass bottle containers and whatnot, but apparently this is the Rockster perfume. And of course all our stuff that essentially we put through the processor goes into this chest right here. Let's make sure we don't have anything inside any of these crafting areas. Looks like we're all good. I don't really have a way to get to the second story right now, and we won't until we get... Where are they? Oh, we don't even have them in our crafting queue right now, but there are teleporters that you can make, and I'm thinking about putting a teleporter here in this corner and then having it go straight up to that corner right there. Anyways, the main event for today is of course going to be mining. Now, our power cell has full durability, as does our sword, and we have tons of these small torches, plus quite a few of these regular torches right here, which are way better than the small ones, but I'd like to use the small ones first. Come down here. This is the area where we got all our stone last time to help build the foundation of the house. Just keep going down. Actually, you know what? Obsidian is supposed to be in shallow caves rather than in deep caves, so I'd like to go... Oh, well, it all pretty much goes to the same area. Let's just kind of light this area up real quick, just to see if there's any obsidian down here. And it looks like we might have a fight on our hands in a sec, so I'm going to switch over to the health potions. Actually, you know what? I don't think they've seen me yet. Oh dear. I can hear him. Oh, but it looks like... Look at this. I'm just going to mine this away real quick and place it back down right there. As you can see, green for the selector tool and also goes to blue right there. That means you're on some sort of node, as they call it in this game. And it looks like we got a coal node right there. Uh-oh. Somebody's walking over towards us. That monster with a big eye. Lots of eyes, actually. Oh dear, I thought he'd seen me there for a second. But in order to utilize these nodes, you actually have to make these extractors, which I have in my hotbar right here. I'm just going to peel away a few layers of stone and earth here real quick just to see how much material we have to work with here. Well, that's not bad. Make sure there's none above it as well. There we are. Alright, so to utilize these, we just take the extractors and right-click on the nodes. And it places all these extractors down, and they will slowly wear away at these nodes and collect the resources for us. And this right here will show you how many of those resources it'll get. Looks like we got a crab coming towards us. So I'm going to run away. Switch over to this. Let's bring it on! Oh dear! Whoa, he's got a rolling move. Uh-oh, uh-oh, here comes his special. Oh no, 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 no! Oh, did you see that when he spun around? Oh dear, he's strong. He's really strong. He's got a lot of armor. Come on, die! Pop a health potion there. Whew. Okay, that was a fight and a half. Let's see what he dropped. Dropped mud, some coral, and a rocks to rock. Cool. Go ahead and take all that. But anyways, like I was saying, right here in these extractors, the number shows you just how many it will give you, and of course it's got a time remaining, so we only got like 2 seconds there. And it's done. So we take all that, and all this coal will not only let us help smelt all the ores that we find down here, but also it'll help us make better torches, specifically these torches right here, which are much brighter than the smaller ones we're using, but that's okay. Let's go over here and just keep adding these torches down, lighting the area up. Ooh, so interesting little resource right over there, which is fairly important. I'm going to switch over to this torch. And let's see if we can take out this eye stalk monster. Now this guy, he's got an actually really interesting ability. He can blind you temporarily. And I don't know, sometimes they die before they're able to do it, or sometimes they just choose not to do it. But let's see if we can get him to try to blind us. Just going to pop a health potion there first. Alright, buddy. Oh, it looks like he has glitched out on the edge of some sort of block there. If we travel this direction, can he come towards us? Oh, there he goes. He woke up. Alright. Oh dear. Ah, okay. Come on, do your thing. Do your special ability there. Hello. Maybe if we push him off the edge there, can we do that? Oh, here he goes. Here he goes. Oh yeah. Okay, so he's blinded us and he's moved us around, and I think you get pushed back and turned to the side so that you can't see where he's at. So that is his special ability. You see how we were kind of in front of, I think we were in front of him before, but then we got blinded and we ended up just right back over here. So it's a really crazy thing to have done to you during a battle, but pretty effective for them. Man, he takes a while. There he goes. Okay. These guys give you this eye, this Miru eye. Also some brown mushrooms, which is pretty cool, and the glowing blue mushrooms. So I'll go ahead and take all of those. Let's switch over to a torch. There we go. Start placing these around, see if we can find anything down here. Ah, we got some more coal right here, so let's go ahead and place those there, keep exploring. Aha. Looks like, oh, there we go. Here's some more coal. Now we're going to end up probably finding a lot of coal the further down we go. There's also some other materials, but I want to go back because we saw... Oh, okay, no, so the cave does not yet end. But back here we saw this stuff, which is magnetite. Now if we switch over to this, yep, we can mine it, thank goodness. Go ahead and pick some of this stuff up. And I'll read the description to you of this stuff real quick. You feel your keys pulling towards this rock. Whoa, could be useful in toolcraft. Found in shallower caves. Now this stuff, like it said, found in shallower caves, but also obsidian is found in shallower caves. Now I don't think we're probably going to find any obsidian in this particular cave, I may have to go and find a different cave and record myself finding some of that stuff, because it becomes incredibly important, because it's also used in the next tier power cell. Oh, never mind. We've got obsidian right here. Wow. This is actually fairly far down. I didn't think we'd find any obsidian by right here. So let's go ahead and mine away this rock and see just how much obsidian is down here. Is that, yeah, that's some obsidian. Do we have some obsidian underneath this one? Yes, we do. Perfect. This might just barely be enough obsidian to actually make ourselves the next power cell, so we can go mining deeper into the world. Let's go ahead and place that down. Looks like we got somebody coming towards us there. Oh, geez. Whoa, he did a slam attack. Oh, jeez. Oh, he's gonna blind us. Oh, jeez. Okay, where is he? There he is. The only way you can really tell where these guys are is if their arms... Oh, no! Oh, he blinded us again. Oh, there we go. Like I was saying, the only way that you can really tell where they are when they attack you like that, when they blind you, is if you see their arms out of the corner of your eye, or if your cursor goes red. So it's kind of a pain, but it's a pretty cool mechanic. Alright, here comes this guy. He's got a lot of armor. Get away from him before he does his special. There he goes. Because their specials apparently really, really hurt. Oh, jeez. This is exactly why I made a ton of health potions before going mining. There we are. Take all his goodies. And it's also why I am lighting up all the areas of the cave that I'm going into, because they can't really spawn down in the caves if there's enough light. This is a nice little stairway. Alright, and here it is. This is like the next level of the planet, I believe, or the next level that you can go down mining. And since this is already 3 wide, this looks like it might be a good place to just keep going down. Let's go ahead and place that there. Actually, you know what? Let's pick this one up as well and put it there. And let's see just how far down we can go before we hit any sort of new material. Okay, so we didn't have to go down too far. As you can see, we only went down like maybe 3 levels, and all of a sudden we hit this stuff, this siltstone. And also there are stalactites, which you usually find in caves, which means below here there's probably going to be some big, wide, open area type caves. And I'm starting to hear the shutting noises of some of these extractors, so I'm going to go up here and see if they've finished getting all this coal. Oh yeah, we're going to have lots of coal. Oh, there's one extra one just right there. Perfect. Did we find any down here? Yes, we did. Did we get all that? Nope, there's one more. I love the song noises that these extractors make. It sounds so cool. Listen to this. I wonder if you guys can hear that, but if you can, it sounds really sweet. Alright, let's go up here. Did we miss any? I don't think so, but these extractors are currently getting us some obsidian. Looks like we're getting 6 obsidian from each one. And I think we need 10 and maybe 2, so at least 12. So just 2 of them might be able to do it. I'm not sure. But we will have to wait for those things to be done, and then we'll take them back up to the crafting table and the crafting stations and the furnace and whatnot back up at the base. And we will start to create the next power cell so we can mine deeper into the earth just down here. And I think I might make this the official mine near our base, just because it's actually really close to it. I mean, there's the entrance, and there's the stairway all the way down. As long as we keep this area lit up, no monsters should be able to spawn and attack us while we're down there. So I'll go ahead and wait for those extractors to be done, and I will see you when we're back up at the base. Alright, so we've just come from the mine. We got all the obsidian that we found, plus plenty of coal now. Come back over here to the front. There we are. I've gotten used to actually opening and closing this door just by keeping my cursor, because I'm so used to Minecraft that you actually have to put your selector on the door. But now all I gotta do is put my cursor where the door would be and just, yep, close it right up. So let's come over here to the furnace. We've got all this coal, so we can use that as the fuel, and the obsidian is what we want. So we're going to go ahead and forge all of it. There we go. Now how much do we get? That's pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 of those. Perfect. Let's figure out just how many we're going to need. So we're going to need 4 obsidian slabs. That equals 2 obsidian, because each obsidian brick will actually make 2 obsidian slabs. So 2, and we need 6 of those. So really, we've got plenty of obsidian to make the next mining cell. But we also need limestone and bedrock, which we've actually got 15 bedrock. How much limestone? 31 limestone. We are more than covered. So soon, this is going to have all this stuff smelted. We'll have all the obsidian we need. However, it is going to take a while. As you can see, the green bars like right there on the second one, and we've got 15 of them to go. So it's going to take a while. Now, because sometimes materials like this, especially in the forge and in the processor, they can take a long time just to, be ready. So what you can do is actually just have tons of all these different forges and all these different processors just lining the walls right here, and we may end up doing that. However, if you do that, that's obviously going to take more fuel, because just one piece of coal can forge one of these bricks, but if you have multiple forges, you're going to need a lot of coal to keep all those forges going. One of the benefits, though, of this game is even when you log off and if you exit the world, all this stuff is still going to be running. So if you load up all these forges and all these processors with tons of material to prepare, you can just log off the game for about 25 minutes, come back, and it will all be done. So I've started to notice while our obsidian is being smelted there, I'm going through the chests and just making sure all my inventory is organized. As you can tell, there's only coal and the touchstone in there right now. But a lot of these chests like this one, the building materials chest, that's becoming pretty full. We've got some mob drops. That will eventually become full really quick. The process materials, that's not going to be an issue, I don't think. The stories, this one will probably become very full because the further down you go, the mobs you kill and the chests you find, they give you lots of different stories, and I'd like to keep them just in case so we can actually piece together the full story. Biodegradables chest, I think I can kind of manage, but we might need another one. And mob drops there, already went over. But yeah, essentially what I'd like to do, I said earlier that we could have a teleporter right here going up to the second story. I don't think I'm going to have that as the case. If I'm going to have a teleporter right next to the chests with all of our inventory stuff all sorted out, if we're going to have a teleporter right here, I'd like it to go into a basement. We could craft a basement and then have the second story teleporter right here. It'd be right next to the door. So if we came back home, we went out adventuring, came into our base, and we knew that we needed to get to the second story right away, we could just go right here and it would teleport us up to the second story. Not to mention, if we ever wanted a good view of the place, that means the next teleporter would be directly above this one, and we could see right out of the balcony, right up over here. So something I forgot about is we need to make not only an obsidian mining cell, but also we need to make an obsidian sword so we can defend ourselves. So let's go into here real quick. Oh, we also need obsidian armor, don't we? Because right now we've only got the leather stuff right here. Or actually, no, we don't even have the leather. We may have to focus on that as well today. So let's look at the obsidian sword. We need, 3. So yeah, we'll definitely have plenty of obsidian. We did kill some rocksters down there in the cave, so we'll have plenty of that. Stone rods we can process. I think I've actually got some in the chest, and we should have plenty of sinew, so we can absolutely make some of that when our obsidian is done. As you can see right here, we've just got about 4 more to go. Alright, so it looks like all our obsidian is done, so let's go ahead and collect all of that. Let's go into the crafting table here, and we do not have enough stone rods, so I'm going to have to go over to the building materials chest. Grab the stone. Let's go ahead and start processing some of that. There we are. Looks like the first one's almost done. There it is. Grab that. Can we make? Yes, we can. We can make the obsidian sword. Perfect. So we just got an upgrade. Let's go ahead and switch over to it, and I will go ahead and put the stone sword in the important pieces chest. Perfect. So now we've got a stone sword and a wooden sword we have left behind. We now have the next tier, obsidian sword. I love the artwork in this game. I say it all the time, but I really do like the artwork in this game. The swords look actually really cool. So what are we going to need for the leather? We're going to need, it looks like, of course, leather, bones, and some twine. Let's see if we have what we need in the mob drops. We got lots of leather, lots of bone. Where did I put the twine? Ah, there it is. Okay, let's go over to the table here and see just how much of this leather armor we can make. So we have the arm guard, the helmet, the chest, which I'm guessing is going to take the most resources, and of course, what is that? Oh, that's the arm guards. That's the leggings. Okay, cool. So it looks like we've gotten the entire leather armor set. Now we just need to figure out if we can make the obsidian armor set. So let's look at this. We need lots of obsidian, stone rods, leather, again, and some rockster rocks, which we only have 2 of those, so we might have to go hunting, go find a beach somewhere where those things spawn. Just camp there for a while and hunt them, which I may have to do off camera. But it looks like those are the main materials we need. Do we have enough obsidian? It's going to take 2 there, so that's 4, plus 3, 7, 9 obsidian, so we have plenty of obsidian. We just need to make sure we got plenty of stone rods, leather, and rockster rocks. Alright, so the other thing we wanted to make, which is very important, was, of course, the obsidian mining cell. Now, the second thing we need to do with our obsidian is turn it into slabs, so let's go to the refinery. 2 of those, so we can get 4 of them, and that's going to take a while, because it takes a while for the processor to actually cut through obsidian, so I'll be back when that is done. Alrighty, last one's done just there. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Can we make? Yes, we can. Obsidian mining cell. Done. Now that might also mean that we don't quite have enough to actually make the armor. Let's go ahead and check. We needed 9. I've only got 7 left. Okay, so we're definitely... I might just off camera go mining for some obsidian, some extra obsidian, in between this episode and next. There is one more thing I wanted to show you guys really quick. Let's go right up here. Now you'll notice we planted those trees last time, so it looks like not only... So what I did is I actually put 2 pieces of dirt, or actually no, it looks like just 1 piece of dirt in the middle of this lake right here, in the middle of this stream. Now, obviously, all these bits of water right here are water source blocks, or at least if we compare them to Minecraft, these are the water source blocks. And actually, water in this game acts kind of like Minecraft. Doesn't flow as far, but it acts just like in Minecraft. You can make water source blocks and infinite sources of water and lava. So that tree worked when we planted it next to the source blocks, but also, if you plant a tree next to flowing water, it looks like it will work as well. And of course it grew us some yellow flowers there, which is very nice. We can use those for health potions. Did we get any beehives in those trees? It doesn't really look like it. It looks like the cragwood mainly only grabs or grows yellow flowers. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to do some research into that. But our trees did grow, and it looks like we keep getting coral right here, so that might be a way to farm coral. But the thing I wanted to show you guys is that, let's say you don't yet have a stone or wooden sword, all you've got is a stick, and you've gotten to the point in the game where you don't have any armor, you don't want to go mining down into the ground, you don't want to have to face the monsters, where there is a way to get coal without having to go really far down into the world. And that's in these biomes. This biome right here that I've settled next to, these mountains right here. And look at this. Now this is an interesting mechanic, because look at how much coal is right here. We got 5 chunks of coal, 5 nodes as they call them. But let's go over here. If we climb up this mountain over here, I think I made a staircase way to get up on this. Where'd it go? Is it over this way? Possibly. Yep, it's right here. If we go up here, you'll notice there's only 2 nodes of coal as compared to 5, which means you're going to find resources on mountains like this, mainly coal, but the higher up you go, the less likely it is for you to find the resources, because further down in the world is the better resources. So I'm going to go ahead and plunk down 2 extractors there. We'll go over to this one and put these 5 extractors on these 5 coal nodes. Alright, so it looks like they're finishing up. Perfect, they're all done, and I already grabbed the coal from up there. So let's go ahead and collect all of these. The wind is really blowing up here. Alright, so how much coal does that give us? Look at that. We've already got over 99, which is a stack in this game. We've already got a stack of coal plus 9. That is perfect. What I might do in between this episode and next is actually go find another cave to go see if I can find some more obsidian, because right now, this cave that we're digging in, right next to our base, it goes down in elevation pretty quickly. As you can see, there's just a staircase that goes right down, which is technically where we found the obsidian, and that was like right here, so I might mine a little bit more on this level and just start a wide area. Just dig maybe like a 9 by, I don't know, 20, 25 block area, and make it at least 3 or 4 blocks tall, and just have on this this segment right here just a mine that goes all the way back. And then once we get lower into the world, into this biome, we can't quite mine. Actually, we can technically mine it right now, can't we? Because we have the obsidian power cell. Look, it turned from red to green. Might go deeper into this area right here, go maybe a few blocks more down, and just make another area that's 9 blocks by 3 or 4 blocks tall and just 25 long. And that way we can actually have specific mines for specific elevations. And look at this. We got these skeletons, these fossils. And these are actually used in, I believe, gas lamps. There are some lamps that are really powerfully bright. And the whole idea behind making mines like this, like making a massive area that you can dig really far into the earth in at each specific level of the world, is actually very important for 2 things. One, spawning mobs and getting the resources and whatnot, but also getting chests, because at different levels of the world, chests with different rarity of items will spawn, and that's actually a really easy way to farm up materials that you otherwise wouldn't get. Now, I don't think we're actually going to get any obsidian armor in this episode, because, like I said, we don't have enough to actually make it. We need 9, and I've only got 7 right now. But between this episode and next, I'll try to off-camera go find some out there in the world in some shallower caves. So thank you to everybody who has watched. Go ahead and hit that like button to show your support for the series, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!